Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Bronze. This is a video response to Raven fans' little contest. It's a pretty good contest, very original. So it's good to, you can get to know all the collectors' perspective and where they came from and how they all started. Well, for me, it started when I was about maybe 6th grade. My friend actually got me into collecting baseball cards. I wasn't even into baseball. I was more into football. But he got me into baseball cards because his older brother used to collect baseball cards. So coming from Northern California, we're Giants and A's fans. So getting into with the Giants with Will Clark and old manager Roger Craig, and even with the Oakland A's, with Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, the Bash Brothers, Walt Weiss. And it was a fun experience. Back in the late '80s, I guess. It was the baseball card collecting was crazy. Back then I used to collect Chris Sabo and Mark Grace and all them greats. But and then got into football. I remember back, actually, yeah, even before that, even baseball, before baseball cards. Now that I remember, back in '84 when I was a little kid, one time we went to a Price Club, or it's Costco now, and they used to sell the Topps. I remember that '84 Topps football. Man, that was like my first box, because you can get stuff wholesale over there, and man, I remember I had Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton, all them cards, and I used to collect them. But as a kid, you don't really think about really preserving them and taking care of them. So man, a lot of memories. I remember I had the Billy Ripken when I was in in 8th grade with the Air, and that was crazy. So after that, I started growing up, kind of fell off of collecting, got back into it again with basketball. Actually, with my ex, she was into Kobe Bryant. She was like saying back then, when he was still in high school, goes, man, this dude right here, he's gonna be it. So we started collecting them. Started collecting all his rookies. Spent a lot of money, invested a lot with Flair. And I guess with the people, there's certain people out there that's collectors and not collectors. I mean, you got art collectors. Me, I love sports. After a while, kind of fell off again. Then started making money. I got back into collecting sneakers. I got into collecting sneakers, and there's a big community in the sneaker world. The sneaker heads over here in Houston. So got into that, and then it got oversaturated. Kind of like got turned off. Like, oh, I need to chill out and stop buying sneakers and Jordans and all that. But now I got back into cards again. With the Niners, when they fell off, when after the dynasty kind of fell, lost, interest. But then, when Mike Nolan came and Alex Smith was the first pick, started getting back into, following the Niners. But then they were still sorry. But I still kept track, watching when we drafted Patrick Willis. Started following them ever since. After the sneaker game, the last maybe a couple years or so, got back into collecting again with basketball and football. Not so much with baseball. I still like baseball, but I'm more into football and basketball. So got into YouTube. It's the new medium. It's the way you connect with people. I mean, with you got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got YouTube, and all that combination, how they're all interconnected. And before, it's when your community was smaller, it was like pretty much localized. But now it's like the world. I mean, cross country. So You know, it's a good way to expose yourself and meet other people, so and see other collectors. That's how I got back into it, because I'm looking at these people's collection. It's like, man, just admiring all these people's PCs. I mean, I remember I didn't even know the term PCs and LCS, without getting into YouTube, and all these other collectors starting getting into that. So yeah, that's how YouTube is. And my Eleanor, my Holy Grail, I really don't know. There's so many cards out there, so it's hard to really pick one. But if I really had to pick one, I mean, it's still not specific, but it would have to be something from Jerry Rice, maybe an autograph, an on-card autograph, sick patch. So that would be my Eleanor. So that's my perspective. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much, but please check out my website from time to time. Update with my latest pickups, and still planning to do some box breaks in the near future. All right, peace.